Okay, fifth graders, end of chapter 9. After this, we'll just be doing review. And really, this is 9-8. That's pretty much what that is. It's, really word problems. And the mechanics are the same. This is really nothing new for you guys. So let's look at the first example they give us here. It says Ali partitioned a 4-foot board into half-foot pieces. So here's our 4-foot board into half-foot pieces. And then she partitioned a half-foot board into 4 equal pieces. And it says, study the equations below. These are the equations they're talking about, those 4. And it says, what generalizations can you make? Explain. And so then it says, well, it says, look for things that repeat in the problem right here. And then it says, test whether my generalizations work with other numbers. And then in box C there, it says, it points out that, let's see, 4.5 is the same as 4 times 2, and 1/2 divided by 4 is the same as 1/2 times 1/4, or 1/4. And then it says to check if the same relationship applies to other numbers. And you can see that it does. So here's what's important. It says dividing a whole number by a unit fraction. Now remember, a unit fraction, okay, is any fraction where the numerator is 1. So 1/7, that's a unit fraction. Just like 1/20 is a unit fraction. 1/2 is a unit fraction. 1/5000 is a unit fraction. Again, any fraction with a numerator of 1 would be a unit fraction. So going on, it says dividing a whole number by a unit fraction is the same as multiplying the whole number by the denominator of the unit fraction. Well, you guys know this by now. If I was to, let's see here, multiply a whole number by the denominator. Just want to make sure I'm going to say this right. Dividing a whole number by a unit fraction. Yeah. So look, if I had the whole number of 4 and I was to divide that by 1/3, okay, you guys know that's going to be 4 times 3, which is going to equal 12. Okay? So I could rewrite this as 4 divided by 1/3 is the same as 4 times 3, and they all equal 12. That's what they're trying to say here. And they did say it. I think they said it pretty well here. So let's look at the next one down. It says dividing a unit fraction by a whole number. So now we're talking about dividing a fraction is the same as multiplying that unit fraction by a unit fraction with the whole number as the denominator. So let's turn this around here. What if I had a unit fraction, let's say 1/7, okay, divided by, I'll say 10, okay, and so that's going to be equal to 1/70. So I could rewrite this as 1/7 divided by 10 is equal to 7 times 10, which is equal to, it's not equal to 7 times 10. It's equal to 7, whoops, yep, I'm going to erase that. It's equal to 1/7 times 1/10, which is equal to 1/50. 70. So 1/7 divided by 10 is the same as, the answer is 1/70. Okay. Hopefully I didn't confuse you more. Just trying to explain it a little bit differently than they do. So let's drop down a little bit here. That convince me. What's that asking here? It says Marcus made the following generalization. 12 divided by 1/5 is equal to 1/12 times 1/5. Is he correct? Well, no, he's not correct. 12 divided by 1/5, okay, is equal to what? 12 times 5. Because that's what it is. That's how you would solve it. It'd be 12 times 5. Not not 1/12 times 1/5. Okay. All right, guided practice here. I think what I might do with some of these, to use them in Classcraft, is maybe set them up a little bit and then let you guys go from there and figure it out. So this would be a good one here. So Nathan has 2 8-foot boards. Okay. And he cuts one board into 1/4 foot pieces. And he cuts another board into 1/2 foot pieces. Write and solve the division equation to find out how many 1/4 foot pieces can be cut from an 8-foot board. Explain your reasoning. So let's just deal with number 1 here first. Write and solve a division equation to find out how many 1/4 foot pieces can be cut from an 8-foot board. Well, what does that mean? That's going to be 8 divided by 1/4 equals. Number 2, it says find out how many 1/2 foot pieces. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight this one, you guys, before I forget. So I want you guys to do this one. So that's the first one I'll ask about in Classcraft. And then the second one, find out how many 1/2 foot pieces can be cut from an 8-foot board. Okay. And can you repeat the method used in exercise 1 to solve the problem? Okay, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to just scratch that out. All right. So all I want you to do is find out how many 1/2 foot pieces can be cut from an 8-foot board. That's the second question I'm going to ask. All right. Independent practice down here. Landscaper's truck is filled with 1/2 ton of gravel. The gravel is shared equally among 3 projects. Write and solve a division equation to find out how much gravel each project will get. Okay, so that's another one I want you guys to do. And I'm not even going to set this one up for you. Okay, and so find out how much gravel each project will get. So do that one. That'll be number 3 that I'll ask about. And since I have not set up any quests yet, I'm going to make these worth some points here. In fact, maybe I'll just label them right now, how many points I'm going to make them worth. And I'm talking, excuse me, experience points. I'm going to make this one worth 100 experience points. this one's going to be worth 200 experience points. And then number 3 here is going to be worth 400 experience points. Now, to get to level, I was working with some students actually today to get to level 2. A lot of 2's in there. Level 2, you need, I think it was around 1,300 XP. Okay, so that's your target, 1,300 XP. And I know I think there was a couple students that might have been around 6. They might have had around 600 points. So, anyways, so there we go. 100, 200, 400. Let's move down here. Number 4, it says, suppose another truck is filled with a half ton of gravel. Find out how much gravel each project will get if the half ton of gravel is shared equally among 8 projects. And again, I'm not worried about exercise 3 and repeating the method. Okay, so that'll be the 4th one I'm going to ask. And I will say this, you guys, and I'll use the randomizer in Classcraft. And if somebody doesn't get it, I'll just ask somebody else, and I'll keep going through everybody until somebody gets it and gives me the right answer. I'm going to make this one worth 500 XP. Woo! Okay. Yeah, making these worth a lot. Hopefully you guys will, it'll encourage you guys to try these. All right, performance task. Oh my gosh. Carl has a cat and a dog. He buys, and I'm running out of time here, buys 1 bag of cat food and 1 bag of dog food. Okay, cat food, dog food. How many quarter-pound servings of cat food can he get from 1 bag? That's one question. So the cat food is 12 pounds. And we're dividing it by 1/4. That's the first question. How many half-pound bag servings of dog food can he get from 1 bag? So the dog food is 20 pounds. And that's a half. So there's the 2 questions. Here's the first one. How many quarter pounds of cat food can you get from 1 bag? And here's the second one, which is the dog food. How many half-pound servings of dog food can you get from 1 bag? Okay. And then reasoning. It says, Carl thinks that he will be able to get more servings of dog food than cat food because the bag of the dog food weighs more. Yeah, but you're getting larger servings. Do you agree with his reasoning or not? Explain. Well, you're going to have to do the math first to see if that makes sense. So, yeah, we'll see what you guys come up with. Number 6, write a division and multiplication equation that Carl could use to find the number of servings of cat food in 1 bag. Well, I already did that one for you. All right, and I'm not going to say anything else. I mean, it should be pretty obvious to you. Number 7, what generalization can you make that relates the division equation to the multiplication equation for exercise 6? Not worried about it. Don't have to do number 7. And then number 8 here, as I'm flying along, find out how many servings of dog food are in 1 bag. Okay, you did that up above. I wrote the equation for you. Can you repeat the same method? Yeah, so we already would have answered 8, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, you guys, that's it. So we have four problems, and 100, 200, 400, and then 500 experience points. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys later.